day.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry here for Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is taken at the 15. And they can't bring him down.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he fires one incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jordan Love. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well,
there he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On play action. Love to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Love. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 17-0 our score after 1. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. And under the Lions pressure. He's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to the ground with Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, going to the air with Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Love now on second down. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Ritter with another throw on second down. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Love. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second down, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Going back to Love. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Love. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First down, here's Ritter. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Ritter down. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Throwing. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Love throwing for it. Rolling to his left. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. It sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Third and short, Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jordan Love punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ritter on 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Ritter back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Ritter. In trouble, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Escapes the defender. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like it.
It got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Love throwing for it. Flushed out right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ritter located his running back Robinson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. First down, Love to pass.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one
tonight.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start the drive with Harris. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now here's another carry for Harris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On 1st and 10, Love. It's caught by OBJ. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Love. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, Love. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Play action this time with Love. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Dancing to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Love looking to throw it. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now left side on the swing pass. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Love from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Finding Harris over the middle. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out.
And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing the incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. A short one there to Freiermuth.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Love's throw complete there to Beckham.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. as the first half is winding down. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air on first down with Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Floating one, incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a...
There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Harris running straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Love now.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1970.
And in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on?
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Love, they go play action now. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Second down, Love. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, Love to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Lions are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Try to run it in with Montgomery. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a console, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Pickett now on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Pickett.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Now Pickett.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Flush to his right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. He completes it to Beckham. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Try to run it in with Montgomery.
And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Looking to throw. Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton